A husband and wife should keep some secrets away from each other, some things that they shouldn't share with each other. You're welcome to Esteria Yaba. My name is Waka. Okay, if you are seeing my face for the first time on this channel, we talk about relationship and we talk about health. Please do well to click on the subscribe button below to join this family. In this channel, we believe that couples should be open with themselves, they should share, there should be no secret between them. However, today we are going to be talking about something very peculiar that couples should actually keep away from each other. Mentioning two major things that I do not believe that you should go on to share with your spouse. You should keep short about these two things that I'm going to be discussing today. If you disagree with me today, please do well to drop your comments in the comment section. I want to see them because as humans, definitely we have our different opinions. The very first thing is things that other people have confided in you on. A friend has called you to say, please, this is a secret. I want you to keep it as a secret. Will you keep it? Can I confide in you? And you say, yes, you can confide in me. Then your friend comes up and opens up to you and tells you everything. Then the first thing you do, you rush off home. You call your wife. You say, my dear, you are my wife. We must share. We must tell each other everything. Please sit down. There's something I want to tell you. Mr. Lagbaja, Mrs. Lagbaja told me this thing, though she said I should keep it as a secret too, but you know you are my wife, I must tell you. That's wrong. You shouldn't tell other people's secrets that they have confided in you on to your spouse just because, oh, we are married, we are one, so I must tell her or him or her everything. However, this is somebody else's secret. It is not yours to tell. You've agreed that, yes, I'm going to keep it as a secret. You want to justify it and say, oh, my husband and I, we are one now. My wife and I, we are one now. So if he has told my wife, he has told me. Please, if you disagree with me, drop your comments in the comment section because I know some people will say, no, we are one. So anything you are telling me, you are invariably telling my wife or telling my husband. You are breaking the trust that people have for you. If somebody can have the trust to call you to say, oh, let me tell you this secret, please keep it. It's a secret, keep it. And you decide that you go and tell your spouse because you want to use the name of, we are married. She's my spouse. She's my husband. When this thing does not concern your spouse directly, it does not involve him or her, it's not going to benefit him or her. It is that person's secret. It is not yours to share. Whenever the person is ready to want to share it to everybody, the person can go ahead and do so. But you who has agreed that, oh, you can confide in me. Okay, talk to me. You are my friend. The person has confided in you. I bet you, the person is confiding in you is not believing that you are going to rush off to go and tell your spouse. As a matter of fact, for someone like me, if I look at you, you are somebody, maybe even if you, some people that even call themselves counselor, they are in a position that people should be able to confide in them. You find out that you tell them things, you will hear it from their wife, you will hear it from their husband. If I tell you something, I confide in you, maybe you are even a counselor or you are a friend, and I confide in you, I say, please tell this is my secret, to keep it as a secret. And the next time I'm passing, your wife or your husband sees me and says, hey, yeah, sorry, hey, yeah. That will be the end. I will never be able to confide in you again. I will never be able to trust you again. That is how I will relate with such a person. Because it's not your husband's business. It's not your wife's business. It's somebody else's business. It's somebody else's secret that the person has told you. You are breaking trust. You are breaking trust. So if you do that, because, oh, this person is my husband, so I must tell him another person's secret that the person confided in me, is a no. It's wrong to do that. It's absolutely wrong. You want to cover up to say, oh, and the thing they told me, I wanted to just find out, get some solution to the issue. Use that one to cover up. If that's the case, if that's really what you want to do, you can meet your husband or meet your wife and say, my dear, please, there's, without divulging who the person is. See this kind of situation. How do you think somebody can go about it? Even when your wife says, you say, please, somebody. Yes, it's actually somebody. Without divulging who the person is. Without telling him or her that say, oh, this is the person. You can, if that is actually what you want to do, if it is not just because you are flippant, you just want to talk. It's not other people's issues that you will be using to discuss because you want to discuss. When they say don't keep secrets from your spouse, they're not talking about other people's secrets. They're talking about things that involve both of you, things that directly concern you. The person's secret does not directly concern your spouse. Why are you going to sit your spouse down and say, Lagbaja told me this secret, but he said we should keep it a secret too. I'm just telling you because you and I are one. What is your spouse going to do with that secret? What is your spouse? You are breaking trust. What is your spouse going to do with that secret? That's the first thing. If you disagree with me, please. If you agree with me too, please put your comments in the comment section. The second thing that I believe that you should not share with your spouse, it doesn't concern your spouse, is things that happen in your family, secrets that are in your family, especially when they are dirty linens of members of your families, things that have passed in the past that are not nice to hear, that when somebody hears it, he begins to look at that, especially when the person involved has turned a new leaf. When the person involved has changed, the person is no longer what he used to be. Then you decide that now I'm married, and things that happen in my family, I have to be very open to my wife, I have to be very open to my husband, and you sit your spouse down and begin to divulge other people's dirty linens. It's not yours, so if it is yours, yeah, of course you should open up to your spouse. But other people's dirty linens, especially when it doesn't concern your spouse. You bring it up. Your family members, dirty things that they did some years past. These people have moved on. Everybody has put it behind them. Then you decide that you want to sit down in your house. You want to discuss. It is that issue that you will bring up. And you start to tell your spouse. What are you trying to achieve by so doing? Your sister, when she was 15 years old, rushed off and left the home, went to live with a boy, and from there she got pregnant, and from there from pregnancy she went and did abortion. She's with her family, she's married with children in her home. You begin to tell your husband or your wife about that issue. Say, do you know that my sister, she did the abortion when she was 15 years old? She did this one, that one, that one. What is your spouse going to do with that information? What is your spouse going to do with that information? What benefit is that information to your marriage? You have told your spouse about that person. The person, probably your spouse was even respecting the person before. Your spouse begin to look at the person with her eye. Say, so this one now that is forming holy, she has committed abortion before. What benefit? You are just rubbishing others before your spouse. You are making your spouse to look at people with certain kind of eyes. To look at your family members, especially your family members, because there are people that he's going to continue, he or she is going to continue relating with. You bring it out all day. Oh, we are open. She's my spouse. He's my spouse. You tell everything that does not concern two of you. Then tomorrow, he sees your sister, he's looking at her like this. This woman, so this is the kind of life that she lived before. Of what benefit is that to your marriage? You are only rubbishing people. You are only making your spouse to look at people in a negative manner. Don't forgetting that even you that is telling your spouse about others, the bad things that others have done in the past, you also have a past. You also have things that you are not very proud of that you did in the past that if you look back, you will be regretting in your heart. Why did I behave that way then? If people keep talking about it, keep sharing it with their spouses, would you like it? Would you like it? Would you like it? What you don't want others to do to you, don't do it to them. Secrets that you tell people you don't want them to share with others, don't be sharing other people's secrets. Say, be on the name of, say, this is my spouse now, we are one. Person confided in you. Or you go and you say, this is my spouse now, we are one. Dirty linens of people in your family that they have regretted, they've changed, they started living their lives in a different manner. You bring all out, say, we are open. We have to tell each other about our families. You bring all out. But if they do that to you, if they bring out your own dirty linen in another person's family, you will not like it. You will feel bad about it. You say, after all, I have changed. After all, that thing happened 25 years ago. After all, that thing happened 10 years ago. After all, that thing happened 5 years ago. Why are you still spreading it? But you are doing it to others, all in the name of, this is my spouse. If it does not concern your spouse directly, it doesn't involve two of you directly, keep it where it is. Don't spoil other people for your spouse. Don't spoil. In fact, that thing that you are doing there can be a repercussion. Yes, you are looking at it now, say, I'm just telling my spouse. One day something will happen and you will find out that thing will end up causing issues in your own marriage. You will go now and you've told your spouse your sister committed abortion. One day your wife and your sister, they have an issue, they start to have to exchange words, and your wife says, is that not how you went and committed abortion when you were a little girl? And you see your sister say, yeah, so my brother, this is the kind of it's my life that my brother is sitting down to discuss with the wife. She gets angry with you. You hear it, you get angry with your wife. So of what benefit was that story from the beginning? That is it. Those are my thoughts. Those are my beliefs. Some of these things are better left unsaid. It doesn't concern both of you. It doesn't concern both of you. Leave it there. Leave it where it is in the past. Or it's a secret somebody told you. You've agreed to keep it as a secret. Keep it as a secret. Don't say we are one and you begin to share. Okay? Please, if you disagree with me, drop your comment in the comment section. If you also agree with me, drop your comment in the comment section. I would like to see it. I hope that you gained something today from this video. I hope one or two things dropped in your mind concerning it. I would love you to share. I want to see what your thoughts are concerning this topic that we have dealt with today. Please, if you really appreciate this topic, you like it, give us that thumbs up. If you are yet to subscribe to the channel, please click on that subscribe icon in the description box and join this family. I appreciate you all. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Until I come your way next time, stay blessed, stay fabulous, and stay healthy.